AJ MANAS now. He'll like that. The two's going to dress up. I want easily down. Yeah, 3-game lead that really kind of one shot. Well, he's got a 4-6 combo. He's got some work there, but doesn't need much to extend to 4 games at an 8-4 lead. It's a little thin. Just going to ease it here, Carl?
Yeah, I think he will. Wants this to slow down a bit.
Well, it looked like he put a hair of inside on that ball, but maybe trying to avoid the purple. Wasn't hit exactly right. We'll see how these end up. Ooh, I think he's okay. I think he ended up fairly straight to the corner. Gonna have to cue away just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't think he can get through with this? No, he can't. And did pretty well there. Pretty crafty shot there, though, overall. He's going to keep Gallito probably on the safe side of things. Now he's shooting. Not worried about the cue ball too much. He's going to have some distance here on the purple 5. I'll tell you what, you can just ignore how tough shots are. It's amazing how much easier they go in, and that's the feeling I get from this young man.
Had a little bit of help from his opponent, but he's played pretty well to get to this stage. At the start of the match, I thought it might be Gallito who would be in front, kind of like what I saw early on. The table where Capito nicked the match at the very end, the next 2 players are out there warming up. It's Spain's David Alcade and Filipino Michael Bonanen. Alcade has a knack at the end of the season to start throwing his name out and about, doesn't he, when it gets near that Mosconi Cup?
Yeah, it's, you know, Jason seems to be a given in that regard. And of course, as a captain and playing captain this year, he'll be on that team. But him and David both seem to do real well in the fall part of the year. Yeah, pretty good at that time of the year as well. Won the International 2 years in a row. Probably go over to pick up that money again here this year. Jason has gotten really awkward on a 9 ball here. Kind of from nowhere. A great bank from AJ.
Yeah, Shaw did knock the 9 in. Went off the jaw. He had a little bit of fun with the crowd. That was a nice strike.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, he's going to fall near the rail here kind of from nowhere, so he's got to pay attention. But that stroke he has and he possesses, I think it's going to be his biggest asset in his pool career. A rely on that and understand how good and pure it is.
He's played a couple of banks in this set as AJ. A couple of key banks as well. They love that, don't they, Jeremy? Striking down off the rail and just slamming it in. Shorter break. This has been played at a wonderful pace, by the way. 13 racks in no time.
And he gets a lot of movement on the balls, I'll tell you. Looked like the one hit a hair high, but the short right-hander is going to have a hard stretch. That's why you see him shaking the head. It's just all about the cueing, really. Not sure what he's looking at now as far as the cue ball path. Eight four is our score. Going to 10. That'll change tomorrow. The semis will be a race to 11 and 13 in the final. Give up a little piece of it.
Watch outside pocket. Done well here. Surely he's not found the gap himself. He has as well. Wow. It's incredible, isn't it, how you always find that little window. That was nice, wasn't it, JJ? He knew he was going to go close to the bank.
Yeah, and I think that's just where that stroke really helps him, you know, but keep the spin on the ball at a light speed. Just little benefits here and there for such good fundamentals.
There's that really long bridge from his hand to the cue ball that AJ does. Aims right on the bed of the table with the cue, doesn't he? Like rubs it along the slate.
Yeah, he carries that long bridge a little more, but he'll change it on certain shots, right? But just gets through the ball so good. What people don't realize, when you get through the ball, everything maintains. The cue stick stays on line. When you start quitting at the ball, that's when you start to miss-hit it. And he's kind of long anyways, even though I wouldn't say he's, 6'5" or anything. He's not even 6 foot, just kind of a long kid, even at his stature.
Yeah, let's look at that. Beautiful safety, wasn't it? When he banked that two ball up and down.
Yeah, the safety was as good as any shot in the rack. A lot of control, a lot of confidence doing so.
Talking of speed, this one, they have not hung about at all. Both players getting on with it. Gonzalez has got 4 balls left to tie this one up. Looks pretty straight, so he can just draw back. Of course, does not want to be straight on the brown 7, so he needs an angle. Oh wow, miscue. Fortunate in the end.
Yeah, now what? Queuing over the 9 a little bit.
Well, Marcel's coming in. He's having a look here. I think he wants a replay. What's your view on this, Jeremy?
I'm not sure what the replay would be about, really.
Well, I think a lot of referees think if you miscue and the cue ball jumps up, they feel like it's hit the cue ball twice, I presume.
Wow.
Well, Marcel, got to be a bit careful here.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, opening up a can of worms, I think, right? I mean, you better pay attention to every miscue in the building is all I could tell you. And I do understand that. I've heard this argument before, but what he's saying is maybe because the cue stick went upward.
Yeah, I think I don't know if Jason's flagged it, I don't know if Marcel was stood there watching, but that is basically what is happening. The referee just wants to see if it was a foul upon the miscue. So we'll take you back to the AJ MANAS match. This is for the match, it's for the set, it's to get through to the quarters, and as we know, it would be a popular winner, Jeremy, if he gets these in. It's all about this shot.
A little heavy. Does have the lower right, though, so he'll take it. I'm not sure how many camera angles they really have to look at there. I mean, and I kind of feel like it was Jason that maybe got Marcel involved.
Yeah, I think Marcel's obviously, he's going from table to table, make sure everything's running okay and checking on the referees and things. I think Jay might have had a little look and he's got involved, but don't know. That's a shot.
Another jump shot there. And I tell you, if they do call a foul. If I'm Gonzalez, I probably want to see it myself. All right, show me though. That's fine. You're calling a foul, but please show me so I know moving forward. And again, how many camera angles do they have on that table? Really nice.
Yeah, that was not as easy as it looked. That's why it didn't go in clean. That was super thin.
And played it with outside rather than just naturally chopping.
Marcel's coming back over.
Don't see him at the moment, but
AJ MANAS in the end, flawless performance. 10-4 over Gallito. The youngster, the MVP, Starboy, is through to the quarterfinals a little later on.